What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. And I'm sure, as most of you know, GTA Online has a serious inflation problem, because back in 2013 the most expensive car you could buy was the Adder for $1 million, and now in 2025 there are over 25 vehicles that are over $4 million. So in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 10 most overpriced cars in GTA Online currently. So let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, we have the Oppressor Mark II. Now, I don't really have a ton to say about this vehicle, since it is one of the most talked about vehicles in all of GTA Online's history, but it is $8 million or $6 million for the trade price, which I do think is pretty outrageous. I mean, the $6 million is still a ton either way. And if you want a vehicle that can spawn in right next to you and can fly, I would recommend getting the Sparrow, which is only $2 million, or the Buzzard, which is only $1,750,000. Coming in at number 9, we have the Conjali, which is probably a hot take. Now, the Conjali isn't necessarily the most overpriced vehicle in the game, like by far. I mean, its ability to carry a full crew is pretty good, and it can also take around 6 missiles. But however, as soon as you pull one out in a session that actually has like people who are like fighting with like scramjets, Toreadors, Deluxos, all of that, you're gonna get targeted almost instantly. And I mean, yeah, it can have proximity mines, it does have the cannon, and you can have people in the back that can shoot grenades. But other than that, I don't really feel like it's $4 million, because it's also not like the fastest car in the game. Now, I could see it being a little bit more reasonable if it was a little cheaper, just even by like $1 million or maybe even 500k, but I just don't think it is worth the $4 million price point. Although I will say it is decently fun to drive and just to like PvP / grief sessions with, I guess. But other than that, I'm not really sure if it's worth the $4 million price point when there's cars like the Toreador that are the same price. Coming in at number 8, we have the Pfister Astron Custom. Now, to a lot of you, this is not going to make any sense, but in my opinion, this car is so overpriced. So just for starters, this car costs 1.7 or 1.8 million, just like straight up, and then another 400k for the HSW upgrade. So then after you add all the upgrades up, it costs a whopping 2.5 million. Now, I will say, with the HSW, it doesn't make it the fastest SUV in the game, but when I'm telling you it feels like the slowest car in the game, I'm not joking when I say that at all. I mean, the handling is not good on this thing. This car is just so disappointing in my opinion. I mean, it's not even that badly overpriced. I just kind of wanted to rant about this car, to be honest, because I was actually looking forward to drive this car, and it just sucks. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, it's the only Porsche car in the game, or Pfister car, that has HSW, and it's just not good at all. Coming in at number 7, we have the Laser, which costs $6.5 million. Now, I'm not really sure why this costs so much when you can just steal it from the military base if you own the Fort Zancudo hangar. And I will say, the Laser is pretty slow for it costing so much. And just for 300k more, you can get the Raiju, which is better in literally every single category. But I would definitely not recommend buying a Laser for $6.5 million. I mean, I'd probably recommend something like the B11 Strike Force or Raiju, as I just mentioned. Coming in at number 6, we have the weaponized Kanata, which costs $3.3 million. And I don't really have too much to say about this, since it's just a worse version of the Buzzard somehow, and it's $1.6 million more expensive than the Buzzard. So I'm just gonna say it like I said for the Oppressor. If you want to get a helicopter, I would recommend the Buzzard, the Sparrow, the FH1 Hunter, or even the Akula. Actually, this thing costs more than the Akula. If you have the Akula with the trade price, the weaponized Kanata costs more still, which makes absolutely no sense. So if you want a helicopter, I would definitely just pick up the Sparrow. The Sparrow is also like the fastest helicopter in the game, so just don't buy the weaponized Kanata. Coming in at number 5, we have a very broad category, which is just any police car in the game. That includes the Police Predator as well, because that's like $2.8 million, unless you got it for free, which I did, so I guess that's good. Now, like I said, I don't really have too much to say for this. But they're all $4 to $5 million, or like 3.5 million for the trade price. And the Police Predator honestly might be the most overpriced vehicle in the game. I mean, it's $2.8 million, and you can honestly just steal it. Like, if you get the cops and you're in the water, it literally spawns in. So I don't know why it's 2.8 million. But I mean, if you didn't get it when it was free, definitely do not buy it now. I mean, the only good police car, I mean, I guess there might be three. I mean, the Gallant Hellfire, that's decent. The Coquette D10, I mean, that's okay. The Terminus is probably good just because it's, you know, like the best off-road car in the game. But other than that, I don't really think it's justified for buying any of the other ones unless you're just like a really big fan of that car. Like, I own the Coquette D10 cop car just because I like Corvettes. So yeah, just don't buy any of the police cars in my opinion, unless you, you know, just have extra money. Coming in at number 4, we have the Titan 250D. Now, this is just one of the worst planes in the game in my opinion, and it costs a staggering $4.8 million, or $3.6 million for the trade price, which you have to do the Oscar Guzman Flies Again like mini heist, which isn't really that fun to do. And my main complaint with this plane is the cannons on it, which is like the whole like big thing about it, have no range at all, and the pilot can only control one, so you need like a crew of 3 or 4 people just to be able to have it at full strength. And obviously, it being a Titan, it's very slow, and it's just not fun to fly at all. I mean, you have to also be like really close to your target, which, I mean, it could probably take what, like 3 railgun shots and it's down. I mean, and since you're flying low, I mean, a Toreador can probably lock onto it. I mean, a scramjet can too, with like the jump boost, all that. I mean, the Oppressor would absolutely cook it. I mean, it's just not good and not very durable, so definitely do not buy the Titan 250D. Coming in at number 3, we have my favorite vehicle on this list. We have the weaponized Ignis. Now, the Ignis already costs $4.5 million, which is already more than the Toreador and Scramjet, but it does have HSW, which makes it pretty fast. So overall, you're looking at $5.2 to $5.3 million just to customize it all. Now, my main thing with this vehicle is the gun can only turn 90 degrees, so it's not really like that great, but I will say it is definitely fun to like troll around with, and I will say it's actually fun to drive, unlike most of the other cars on this list. Now, it is pretty expensive for not being like the greatest PvP vehicle either. I mean, I'd say if you're looking for an actual like PvP / griefing vehicle or anything like that, I'd probably look at the Toreador or Scramjet, like I keep on mentioning, or maybe even something like the Oppressor Mark 1, which is also just another fun vehicle to drive. And at number 2, we have the Yachts, which range anywhere from $6 million to $10 million. Now, the only way that I think this can be justified is if they're on sale, and even then, I mean, that's still a lot of money to spend on a ship that's pretty much worthless. And actually, for 2 honorable mentions, we have the Luxor Deluxe and Swift Deluxe, which I honestly forgot were in the game until I started recording this clip. And I actually own the Luxor Deluxe, and I just say do not buy it. I mean, I'm not going to give the backstory on how I own it. It's just not good at all. It's just a Luxor with gold paint that doesn't even look like it's gold paint. And yeah, just don't buy it. Coming in at number 1, we have my hottest take probably ever, and this is the Impante Deluxo. Now, you can buy the Deluxo for $5.7 million or $4.3 million. Now, I will not lie, $4.3 million is not that bad of a price for the Deluxo. My only issue is I don't understand why people just absolutely glaze the Deluxo when it can only take 1 missile. It is super slow, and you might be thinking, oh, it can fly. Yeah, it can fly, but like, it's slow when it flies too. And overall, I think they should probably just lower the price of the Deluxo by like $1 to $2 million. But the argument on why the Deluxo is actually good is the missiles, which I used to have this one friend who would only like glaze the Deluxo, and he said that they have the best missiles in the game. But the Scramjet and Toreador have the exact same missiles, and they're like way cheaper. So, in my opinion, I would rather just go with a Toreador or a Scramjet way over a Deluxo, because I don't know, I just hate the Deluxo. This is just my personal opinion. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way I do, but I just don't understand Deluxo griefers, and most people who use the Deluxo like aren't even good with it either, which probably isn't a good thing. And yeah, so that's probably gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, peace out.